Greetings, I am Maxwell George Bebelar, and I'm here to talk about my non-profit organizations, also known as basically charities. The first one we're going to talk about today is Teach for America, where they enlist, develop, and mobilize. Now, the first thing we can talk about is the important information, basically the history. It was founded by a Princeton University undergraduate based off her thesis. Her name was Wendy Koopa? I don't know. Members of well, that actually doesn't matter. But basically, her thesis was the idea that if you put some smart people into the schools of these underprivileged areas, or just generally bad areas, that they could help make them a better place. That they could develop these places. Develop? Get it? Get it? Get it? Yeah, good. So how do they do it? Well, I kind of was just going to that. They basically put some pretty smart people, some recent graduates, in very good fields such as math, reading, writing, and they think that if you put these in these underdeveloped areas, that they can help bring up these lower underdeveloped areas and help develop these kids and make them just better overall. And the idea is it would help America. It would mobilize these youth to fulfill their dreams, reach their full potential, despite despite what many people would call, due to the fact that they face an education inequity, meaning they don't get the same as some people do here in Nolan County. It seems only fair that they get the same chance, but who knows. So next we're going to talk about the criticisms. Some criticisms are that the applicants that get hired because of Teach for America are unqualified, which is partly true because some of these people aren't necessarily teachers. They're just really smart people. And being a teacher is not as simple as just knowing the content. Being a teacher means you usually know how to teach. Teaching, just knowing something doesn't mean you can teach it. Teachers are usually qualified and they know how to teach their lesson. And also, the next criticism is good teachers get fired, which has little basis. It's just many people feel that when teachers, this is mainly just true that teachers that are hired with Teach for America are less likely to get sacked in comparison to teachers that are not, which is unfair, but hey, life's unfair. And there's also little improvement in scores, which is partially true. Math scores and like science scores have been shown to greatly improve, whereas scores in reading and writing, not so much. Now, my innocent opinion, I would say Teach for America is partially successful, but not nearly as it would hope to be. And would I contribute my time and effort into it? No, because I do not feel as if it would make that much of a lasting impact. Because I feel like the problems that these societies, these communities face goes beyond just mere education. Now we'll go on to my next one. Next is Toys for Tots, an organization started by the Marines to give toys to underprivileged kids. Basically, they're the Santa Claus of the real world. Alright, so the history can't scroll down. Alright, I don't want you to scroll down. But it was started by a Marine who mobilized his local Marines in the Los Angeles area to put bins out to collect toys so they could donate them and take them down and give them to the underprivileged areas, which may seem a little stupid to some, but to a kid that'd be pretty important because there's nothing more important to a kid than receiving a toy on Christmas or whatever winter holiday you may celebrate. The spread is quite large. It's across all 50 states and over 700 communities, and you don't even have to be part technically of the Marines to participate. And also, to go back to the history, because I forgot to mention this point, it is considered an official mission of the Marines of Toys for Tots is. It's an official mission. That's awesome if you ask me. Alright, let's go down more and look at the analysts in my opinion. Does it do the job? I would say yes. And would I donate? Yes. Because I feel like every kid deserves a toy for Christmas. Even though there may be some things that they need more, like food or clothing, I feel every kid deserves to have a toy on Christmas Day. Some criticisms are that, as I said, that this time and energy could be spent towards better things like getting them food or clothing. But it's important to realize that maybe to a kid this stuff isn't important. But hey, who am I to judge? So that's what I think. You've heard my two non-profit organizations. I would say Teach for America is only partially successful, and Toys for Tots is much more. Good day, have a good y'all.